Welcome back to Caffeinated and Confused with Jess and Kayla. Just your two Canadian over-caffeinated 20-something-year-old girls, confused and talking about all things life. You're gonna say something?
Yes. Hi, everybody. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thanks for listening to another episode. Yeah.
How's your week been going?
Well, my week's been going. I can't believe it's Thursday. We'll say that. Like, it's like, oh shit, it's already Thursday. Like, a good thing, but also like, what the heck? Where did the week go? Like, just busy, but busy because like work is insane. Like, I go all day long at work and then I come home and deal with puppy all night long and then it's do it all over again the next day. So just goes by fast. But how's your week?
It's been good. I feel like I've been really busy, but it's kind of just like everyday busyness. It's not like there's like things that I need to do. It's just like feels like everything all at once is like, oh my God, I need to get this done.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's honestly the season. Like, it's September. It's like, I mean, not technically the beginning of a new year, but it's like a new year, like a new season. You know what I mean? Like, it's fall. Things
Yeah,
are
second day of
happening.
fall, everyone.
Yeah, it is fall. I love fall. I love fall so much.
Like all those girls that are like, it's hot girl summer. I'm like, no, I
No.
thrive in fall.
Yeah. Have you seen that TikTok?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh, I have to find that TikTok. I'll send it to you later, but it's like, yeah, it's exactly like that. It's like hot girl summer. It's like, no, I'm like hot fall something, and it's just like the scarves, the pumpkin
Yes,
spice, and like all the things fall. And I'm like, yes, I'm a fall girl. 100% fall girl.
it's definitely the comfy season.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's the cozy time of year. Like, Christmas is cozy too, but like fall is a different kind of cozy. Like, yeah, it's just I love it. Makes me so happy.
Have you been watching anything good on Netflix now that it's like fall time?
You know what? Not really. Like, we had a bunch of shows on the go, and then as we got busy, like, just haven't really watched anything. I finished, what was the last thing? The last episode or the last series that I started was Virgin River.
Was it good?
It's so good. I thought it was gonna be lame. Like, it's a little like cheesy in some parts, like the acting's not the best, but like it's pretty good actually. Like, the storyline, it's pretty good. It's like city girl moves to a small town, falls in love,
Oh,
basically like that. Like, it's really cute.
it looked like a
So,
feel-good movie from the trailer that I saw.
yeah, it's like a feel good, but also like it is quite like there's like some big drama, so it's quite dramatic too, but it's pretty good. And there's some really good actors in there. I started watching it because I saw one of the actors. He was a main character, not well, kind of a main character. He was in Grey's Anatomy for a couple episodes.
Really?
Yeah, Riggs. I think his name is Riggs.
I don't know if I remember that.
He was, how does he play? How does he fit in again? He was, okay, wait, I think he was the husband to Owen's sister in the military or something, and then he's a doctor or something too. I don't remember exactly how he ties in, but yeah, Riggs from Grey's Anatomy. I think that's his name. I can't remember. I finished Grey's a long time ago. I need to catch up on the
I
TV
totally forgot there's
episodes.
new episodes of that show. I forgot about it. Haven't watched it in like probably 2 years.
Grey's Anatomy. Oh, I love Grey's Anatomy, but like I'm not caught up to watch it on TV, so I just wait till it comes on Netflix.
Exactly, so you can binge watch it.
Yeah, so that I can binge watch it. Exactly. So whatever. I finished Virgin River and now I started My Unorthodox Life.
How is that?
It's so interesting. Like, it's just very interesting. And like learning all about like the Jewish culture, but also like how I don't know. It's just very interesting. Like, definitely watch it. It's cool. Yeah, it's a good one. But that's kind of what I'm watching now because I don't have anything else to watch.
I know. I feel like I've run out of things, like, especially through COVID. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna
Right?
binge watch the entire show. My go-to always is Family Guy for like background music,
Oh,
but
really? Okay, I haven't got into that. But
you have to be in the mood for it, or it's just
right.
too vulgar, too much.
That's the thing. Like you have to be in the mood for that kind of show. At least for me, I have to. But yeah, what else are you watching on Netflix? I
I
need
just
that.
watched that.
You what?
I said I just finished Clickbait, like the show.
Oh, is it good? I was gonna start that one.
Don't waste your time. Watch the last episode, and it tells you everything you need to know for the past 8 hours. Those
Really?
8 episodes, it's like a limited series.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a guy that like goes missing. They posted like, I won't tell what happens, but they posted like video on like the internet, and then he like
Spoiler alert for anybody that wants to watch it.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying what's in the trailer.
Yeah.
But I fell asleep like during a few episodes, and then I watched the last two, and like I didn't miss anything.
Oh.
So really, just watch the last one, and that's it.
I just might not even bother then.
No, it's not
But I
worth it.
saw it like a lot of the Instagram like people that I follow or whatever, a lot of them were watching it and they're like, oh my gosh, like it's really good, like watch it. So I was
Everyone recommended it to me, but it's really slow moving.
Oh, that sucks.
Have you watched Manifest, like the show about the plane?
We've started it. Okay, so don't say anything because we're not done yet, because that one took us a while to get into. Like my sister, like Katie and Kyle swear by it. They were obsessed with it. And we're like, okay, like we'll try. But we're like, like it's starting to get good now. Like now it's like, oh crap, like I want to watch the next episode because like what's gonna happen? Like you just don't know. It's very unpredictable.
Right.
Which is so nice because usually shows like that are like, oh, like this is gonna happen now, blah blah blah, this is gonna happen now. But it's been so unpredictable. Like anything we think that's gonna happen, it totally goes in a different direction. And we're like it's good. The acting's kind of trash, but
horrible acting.
Like terrible acting. But the storyline, like they've got an interesting storyline to that one. So that's kind of what keeps us going. But haven't watched it in a while.
And I stopped watching like halfway through season 2. It was so good for like the first season. I was like so into this. I'm like, play the next episode. And then I just was like, no.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'm honestly waiting. We are waiting for Yellowstone to come back. Have you watched it?
That's really good. I haven't seen it though.
Oh my God. It is so like, I'm obsessed. Like I want to move down to the States to Montana and live on a ranch and be a Dutton. I would love to be a Dutton. Yeah, I'd like to be a rich rancher in Montana.
Hence rich rancher.
Yeah, you gotta throw that in there. I mean, if you're a rancher anyways, you're probably rich anyways, because ranching makes you big.
Got a ranch, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, oh my word, you have to watch Yellowstone. I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Okay, I will.
But yeah, you need to watch Yellowstone. And then I can't remember what the other one is that we're watching. There's another one that we're waiting for episodes to release, unless we already caught up on it. Oh no, Outer Banks. Do you watch Outer Banks?
I got to like episode 5.
Do you not like it?
I am the type of person that if a show doesn't hook me in the first 45 seconds, I will probably tune it out for the next 4 episodes.
No, but like you gotta like, I find like I always give a series like 3 episodes because I feel like in 3 episodes you really know like, okay, does it suck? Am I gonna keep like watching whatever? But Outer Banks, it came out in like the heat of COVID, I think, like to the original, like the first series or season, sorry. And I think I watched it 3 times.
Okay, I'll give it another shot. I trust your shows.
I binged it the whole season by myself. And then I got my mom hooked on it. So I binged it again with her. And then I made John watch it because we had nothing else to watch. So then I binged it all with him. And then, yeah, we are waiting. We haven't caught up on season 2 now yet. We've only watched a couple episodes of season 2, but Outer Banks is pretty good. Pretty good. It's kind of like a cheesy storyline too, but I don't know. It's just like makes you feel like a high school kid, just like chilling, living life down and on like the beach. Like it's so beachy. Like it's good vibes.
Do you ever just watch shows because you want to know what's going on with all the memes?
Yeah.
Like all the Outer Banks memes, and I'm like, I need to know.
Yeah. No, it's going. Sorry, Revy was just sitting at the door and whining for me. It was so cute. She's not allowed in here though. This is her like one room that's off limits. Whoops.
Is there carpet in there?
Yeah. That's why.
Mocha was never allowed on carpet either.
Yeah, no, like every time the door is like a squeak open, she like books it in here and she does like a little lap. And then we have a plant. She does a little lap, knows she's not allowed to be in here, so she like does it really fast so that she gets out, but she scoops up a bite of the dirt on her way out.
God, it's so cute.
Such a little shit. It's like, no, she's not allowed to be in here. Oh, I'm gonna grab dirt on my way out too and friggin' choke on that. Anyways, it was just cute that she was whining for me.
Aw.
Puppy
Kind of like your TikTok, but she chose John. I saw
You saw that?
at Kayla Shea on TikTok. But I could not believe she thought about it though. She really thought.
She really thought. She was very confused. And I think just because she ended up looking that way, that's the only reason why she ran that way. She did come back to me after.
That's all that matters.
She loves us both. She loves us both. But yeah, Revy. Oh, she's cute.
Oh, I
But
can't meet her.
oh, you have to meet her. She's so cute. She's gonna be so big probably by the time you meet her. Like she's already doubled in size from the month, like within the month we've had her. Like she's huge. One more pup date before we continue. She learned how to do paw. Like we'll say
What?
paw, and
Already?
yeah, right? Like as of like 2 days ago, she started doing paw for a treat. And it's like, you are a 12-week-old puppy. Like, what the heck? She's so smart.
That's 12 weeks is not very old to be training them like tricks. Never mind
right?
just
like she knows so much. Like she does sit down, stay, leave it, spin, and now paw.
Oh,
like, it's so cute.
So proud pup aunt.
Oh, nice. We want to treat her the next one we want to teach her is like speak and whisper, because we're in an apartment. If she gets barking or starts barking, we want to be like whisper and then like just like a quiet bark. So we're gonna try and train her to do that next. That one's gonna be impossible, but anyways. Anyways, barista best beverages. I already did pumpkin hay. Like I did a pumpkin spice. Oh yeah, I did the pumpkin spice cold foam. Well, okay, I don't know if I have another like fall drink, but I'll do the one that I'm like obsessed with these days. Matcha.
Yes,
I feel like matcha's also a huge fad right now. Like I feel like matcha is really, really popular just because it's matcha, but it's also like way better for you than coffee, and it has way more caffeine. Like I think matcha is like 5-6 hours of caffeine, or like you'll have a caffeine rush for that long, and coffee's like 3 hours or something like that.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky. But so my go-to is like a venti iced matcha latte with vanilla, no liquid cane or liquid sugar, and then sweet vanilla or vanilla sweet cream cold foam.
I haven't tried it with this cold foam.
You need the cold foam. Regular cold foam, sweet cream cold foam, whatever friggin' cold foam you want, you gotta put cold foam on top. That shit makes it 10 times better. So good.
Like, do they just whip it cold?
It's basically like, okay, so what cold foam is, it's just milk and whipping cream with vanilla flavoring.
Oh my god, yum.
And then they just blend it. Like it's just like, it's basically a lighter whipped cream. Like it's not as thick as whipped cream. It's just like a foamy, frothy whipped cream thing. And it's like just
perfect for iced drink.
Yeah, it's so good. I even like actually put it on my hot drinks sometimes. Like in winter, if I get like I don't know, whatever, I'll get sweet cream cold foam on top because it makes like it cools the drink off so you can drink it right away. And it's so good. I don't all the things.
I'm gonna try it and then I'll let you guys know how it is next week.
Yeah, you have to try it out. Even like a hot matcha latte these days, because it's getting cooler outside. A good hot matcha latte. Yummy.
Love it.
I want one now though. I'm just talking about it. I'm like, I want a matcha latte. Anyway,
you don't want that much caffeine at this time of day.
Oh, not at this hour.
No, Monday morning.
Yeah, Monday morning. Oh, Monday morning. You sure as heck I'm having a matcha latte. Ugh.
Okay, so today we don't have a cute little way to transition. So we're just going to straight up talk about parents, our boyfriend's parents, meeting the parents, all those fun things.
Yeah, so I don't know if you listened to our last episode, we ended talking about love, we talked about how we met our boyfriends, right?
We did. Yeah, we did the first date and how we met them. So it only makes sense to talk about how we meet, I guess, like the next important people.
Yeah, exactly. Their parents. Duh. So yeah, I think we mentioned another one too. We're gonna be doing a little series here on like dating and boyfriends and things like that. The next ones it'll be like first time saying I love you and like if you move in together, all those like big stages of a relationship. So yeah, right now we're talking about meeting the parents. So okay, when did you meet Tyrell's parents? Like how far into dating?
Um, so we met in February.
Okay.
We didn't start dating till April.
Okay. So like what? Like 2 months? February, March, April?
I
2.
didn't meet his parents till probably beginning of April.
Okay. And you started dating in April. Okay. So you met his parents before you started dating or after?
See, that's blurry.
Oh.
I I knew it was spring, so he had met my parents on the first date.
Oh,
He came
wow.
when he picked me up. He came inside and he said hi to my parents.
Very
I was
nice.
like,
Very nice.
yeah,
Very good.
all right, I'm right.
Yep. Yep.
But I didn't meet his parents for a very long time.
Dang. And why? Like how did okay, because first date obviously it's just good for the man to come on in, do his due diligence and like meet the parents, right? But how come it took you so long to meet his? Or like what happened? Like why? Not even if there's a reason, just like it just didn't happen.
Yeah, it just never lined up for us to meet.
Oh, I see.
The way we met was so a friend in common that we had was getting baptized at Tyrell's
Okay.
family church.
Oh, I see.
I went with him. And I really only met, well, I saw his whole family, but I only spoke to his mom. She came up to me and said, "Oh, so you're Jess." And I was like, "Yep." Like we were sitting in like pew rows ahead of them.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then after that, we went to like, they always have those like celebration baptism lunches.
Yeah, yeah. Like the snacks after or whatever.
No, like it was a full blown sit down lunch.
Oh, it was a full blown. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
So on the way out of the service, the church, whatever you want to call it, I ran into my ex's mom.
I don't even have words for that because like
So because they went to this like small town, same community,
and like yeah, so like everybody knows everybody.
Oh yeah, so that's the other thing is I didn't really get a very fair introduction because they already knew of me through somebody else. Anyways, I'm hugging my ex's mom and I can see his family waiting in the car for me to drive to this lunch.
Awkward.
And we're crying. Yeah, and then I get in this car.
Oh, this is so awkward.
We drive. It was only probably like a 1-minute drive because it was like just someone's house down the road.
Like I'm sure I definitely knew this story before this, but like you talking about it now, it's just been so long, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, like that happened.
It happened. It was no one spoke the entire ride. Like it was quiet. And then we get there, they sit with like their church friends, and we sit with like the kids, like our friends.
Yeah.
And that is the first time I like unofficially met Tyrell's family.
That's yeah. I don't know. I don't like.
So what do you think is the appropriate length of time that you should know someone before you introduce them?
I don't know. Like depends how often you're seeing this person. Like definitely wait till you're like officially dating. Definitely wait till you're officially dating. There's a label on it. But like I don't know. At least Kate, like for me, I always like from my dating experience, I guess, or whatever, I always wanted like to meet the parents like sooner than later. At least on my end, I wanted my parents to meet the person I was seeing because it made it easier. I mean, when we were younger, at least now it's totally different. We're like 25, we can do whatever we want, but like when we first she's pawing at the door. When we first started like dating people like late teens, like early 20s, it just made it easier to hang out with that person if your parents knew the person. You know what I mean? So it was always like the second this person could meet my parents was like, yes, please. Because it was just easier to hang out with them then. Because it wasn't always like, who are you seeing? Like, what are you doing? Who are you with? Like, are they good? Are they whatever? You know what I like? Parent thing.
Absolutely.
Question you. So yeah, I always wanted them to meet right away. But yeah, that didn't happen this time around with John.
Really?
Oh, it was at least meeting my parents. Okay, so I told our first date last time. I might have even mentioned this because when we went on our first date, nobody knew that I was going on this first date. Like nobody, I mean, my friends knew, but nobody in my family knew that it was a thing. And then we went on after our first date, we went on another date a week later, and he came to my hometown. And
okay, wait, back up. I'm sorry. Where did you go?
On our first date?
No, the second date.
Oh, the second date. We went to a little restaurant, Chino's. Went to Chino's and had pizza and gelato. It's like the cutest
That's actually so cute.
Right? Like it's the cutest thing you could do in our town. Like we went for pizza, and it's not like just like a regular pizza place. Like it was like fire grilled pizza. So it's like a yeah, like a sit down pizza. Like it was a nice restaurant place, whatever, good vibes. And then we had gelato outside on the patio after. And then we went to the park and like wrote a bucket list or something. So it was a cute second date. It's a cute second date. But after that, because obviously he picked me up, but nobody was home when he picked me up. And then when he dropped me off, then like my dad and Katie were home and obviously had to come bring me to the door. Like it was late. So had to explain where his daughter was.
Sure.
And that was the first time he met Gilbert and Katie. And it was just like a brief, like in the entrance, like, oh, I'm so-and-so, blah, 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 whatever. It was good. And then my mom was in Scotland at the time. She had no idea any of this was happening, like none of it. Like she didn't know anything until she got home. And I think because she was in Scotland with my aunt. So my uncle and little cousins that were still home had been hanging out with us a bunch because both the moms are gone. And so my little cousins and my uncle even knew about John before my mom and aunt did.
Oh my God.
It was kind of funny. It was all right. But yeah, so mom didn't meet. How long after did mom meet John? I can't remember. It was for sure a couple weeks until she met him because we would always hang out in Winnipeg. Like we never hung out like where we lived in Steinbach or whatever. But yeah, that's what I remember of him meeting his parents. I think I honestly don't even know what we did. Like he probably just came over for supper or something. Oh yeah, he came over for supper and he brought my mom a bottle of wine. Good move, boys. Bring your significant other's mom a bottle of wine, a good bottle. Don't cheap out.
Yeah, totally.
And it was a really good bottle of wine. He did well. But I think he just came over for dinner and met my mom then, and like I guess officially met my dad too, because it was like an evening, right? But yeah.
What do you think as women we should be bringing like our partner's families?
I don't know. Like
bottle of wine, bring them on flowers. What are we supposed to bring? Do we still bring those things?
Right. Like I don't know. Is that I always think like, like on The Bachelor or Bachelorette or whatever, whoever, regardless, like the girl or the guy always brings the mom like flowers or like and like a gift. They never show what the gift is, but they always have flowers and like a gift bag. And it's like, what are you bringing them? Like, what are you bringing them? No, a candle? I don't know.
What I think it's nice to not go empty-handed, especially if it's like a first time meeting,
right?
Or like
something.
It's nice to bring something.
Like a dessert. Like I don't know. Do you bring like a dessert? Like to like.
I barely even cook for myself. There's no way I am providing
a dessert is something that I would probably bring because I like to bake. But
you're a good baker.
Whatever. That's like
you put time and thought into like, oh, I should bring them this.
Yeah. Or just like the fact that you put thought into bringing something at all. Like, right, like whatever you bring, honestly, I'm sure you can bring whatever, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet, like thinking of others.
She's so thoughtful. Wow.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it is. She's so thoughtful.
My go-to is just like helping clean up or like set the table.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
like
just
this
like
can
helping.
do, this is good.
Mhm.
I've got it.
Yeah, no, that's good. But yeah, how do you like prep for me? How did you prep Tyrell for meeting your parents?
So luckily we were raised very similar.
Yeah, that help. Oh, that helps big time.
It helps a lot because I think if we were raised differently, or if like one of us came from like a family where we had divorced parents, it would be different because then you're prepping like, okay, when we go to my dad's house, we do this. When we go to my mom's house, we do that.
Right, yeah.
But luckily we both were kind of in the same boat. Obviously there's like dynamics, like how well do you get along with your siblings? Like, what do I need to know? Is there that one uncle that makes inappropriate jokes that I still have to pretend to laugh at? Like, I think, especially if it's someone that you're willing to bring to your family, you should have already talked about your family. You shouldn't be bringing it blind. Like,
yeah,
okay,
like, right, like they're probably gonna know everything about them anyways, like before they meet them, right? Because if you're seeing this person and dating, like obviously you talk about your personal life and whatever, so they probably have a good idea of what they're walking into.
I think I really just said like, be yourself, obviously, but then I was like, but just remember, like, how do I say this? How do you do that? But keep in mind, like, my parents' values is what I meant to say.
Exactly, yeah. And I think that's something that I kind of like brought up too. I was like, whatever, like it's just, yeah, you want to make a good impression on the parents, but it's tricky, right? Like you can only prep so much, and like you don't want to like, I don't know, you don't want to like give them an idea, you don't want to give like a false idea before they like meet or anything. I don't know, it's tricky, like you can only prep so much, and like I don't know.
I think, especially if you're emotionally invested, like say you don't have like the best relationship with your parents or like a sibling, if you're always feeding your partner negative things about this person, like that's what they're going to notice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I think you need to also like be careful that way and let them form their own opinion.
Right. Yeah, that is super important because I mean, yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, no, exactly. I don't know. I don't know what else to say on that. That's fine.
What was the first holiday that John came to a family extended gathering?
Ooh. What was the first? Okay, we started dating in summer, so probably would have been Thanksgiving. No, I don't actually even think he came to the first Thanksgiving after we started dating. Maybe. I don't know what it was. I can't remember. Maybe it was Thanksgiving. I don't know. I don't know, but John did come to like a lot of my family's, like any family event that we had, like um my family hangs out a lot, like my extended family, like we have gatherings. I have a lot of younger cousins. So like there's birthday parties happening for everything all the time. We're always going to grandparents to hang out. Like my family just has a lot of gatherings for things. So John came to like all the stuff. But I mean, he also doesn't have like, he didn't have family in Winnipeg. Like he had his friends and then like me and my family. So it was way easier for him to meet everyone because I mean, we were living where all my family was. So he was very like, he knows my family very well for like both sides. Like he knows them pretty well. So just because there was a lot of stuff happening all the time, at least before COVID, but.
When did you first meet his family?
Okay, so that's something else because John and I started dating in May. I didn't meet his family till that August. So May, June, July, August. So like 4 months later. And I only met them because John was going to back home to Ottawa in August for his leave. Like he gets 2 weeks of leave off in the summer. And he was going back for that. And I was like, what the heck? I'll come too. So I booked a trip for a week and like right away was just staying, because he was staying at his parents' house, obviously staying at home. So I stayed there too at his parents' house, and that's when I met them. So that I was a little like nervous about, because like I haven't met these people and I'm just coming to live at their house for a week. Like,
Totally.
what? Like, but his parents, oh my gosh, his parents are the sweetest people
Oh,
on the planet Earth. And his
yeah.
mom is his mom's a home, or was a home ec teacher. So she is like a
Oh,
hostess through and through. So like she thrived having someone sitting there. Like she just loved it. And plus his sister was home too at the time. So like they had like a full house, because otherwise they've been empty nesters since like John and his sister were both 17, 18.
oh my
Like,
God.
yeah, like second they turned 18, they were like, they moved out. And so they've been empty nesters for a long time. So they were just so happy to like have a full house again. So that was really fun. But yeah, that was the first time I met them. Just like, hey, nice to meet you. I'm living at your house for a week now. Thanks.
Where
But
did you stay while you were there?
where did I stay? Oh, we
Like,
stayed.
did you stay in the same room as John?
We did. And that's okay. Coming from like small town Steinbach, that's a big deal. At least for the girl. You know what I mean? Like the guy, boys can do whatever they want. And it doesn't matter. Like
Absolutely.
John was like, oh, any girlfriend I had, like they just always stayed in the same room. And I'm like, like never, like any boyfriend I had, like hard no, like them even staying the night was like a whoa, like opposite rooms of the house, like separated. But no, it's so different for boys. Like it doesn't matter. They can do whatever. So no, we stayed in the same room at his parents' house. But I mean, he's also older than me too. So like
Right.
what are they gonna say, you know? But yeah, that was that. So it was good meeting them. I've only honestly met them 3 times, his parents and sister.
Oh, wow.
Like this last time when they were visiting now, like beginning of September, that's the 3rd time I've met them and hung out with them in 2 years, like over 2 years of dating. Isn't
I'm
that
sure
sad?
yeah, I'm sure it would have been different though if COVID wasn't happening. Like, it would
That's
have
the
been more
thing.
accessible to go see them.
Exactly. Like it would have been different if COVID was a thing. So that kind of put a dent in the whole like hanging out with them, meeting them. But I mean, every time I have met them, it's been for like an extended amount of time. So like each time has been like a week-ish. So I mean, you
Right.
get to know a person pretty quick, like when you're with them for like a lot of time in a short or in a time period. You know what I mean? Because
Like,
like
yeah.
you're purposely hanging out with them, you're purposely seeing them, you know? So that helps, but it's still weird. Like I haven't met any of his extended family, like none. Like the plan is to meet them like this Christmas, because John was here last Christmas, because I mean couldn't leave because COVID.
Yeah.
And the Christmas before we both did separate Christmases, because like we had just like it was fresh dating, and it was like, no, like you go to Ottawa, I'll stay here, whatever. So this year it's like I need to go to Ottawa and like meet his family. So I'm a little nervous for that.
Bring
But
a gift or like a cute little thing. Bring a bake.
always the thing. I think they have Christmas at like his house, like his family hosts Christmas always. So that makes it a little easier. It's not like we're going anywhere. I don't have to.
A little more comfortable.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Because it's whatever. It's more home. Like it's kind
Mhm.
of my home in a
Yeah.
sense, because like that's where I'll be staying. So yeah, that'll
And if
be
you just show up there, people will show up to where you are.
exactly. That's the thing. I don't have to go into someone else's home, because that's another daunting thing. Like when you're going to your like significant others, like extended family's house too, like that's a whole new world of how do you act at their house, you know? It's just it's a whole lot, there's a whole lot to dating.
And like, you're
You're not
also dating the family.
I
And
was just gonna say that, like you're not just dating the person, you're dating the entire family. And like once you meet them all, it's not just like you meet them once, like
like, family is forever.
yeah, like you've
Yeah.
met them and it's like you have a relationship now, like with
Yeah.
them and everyone else and whatever, right? So yeah. Oh,
Like, sometimes I look at my parents who've been married for like, I don't know, 40 years. And like, they're just as comfortable with their, like, my mom or my dad's family. Like, they're not their immediate family. And sometimes I think, I'm like, does it take 40 years to just feel like right in the groove? That
right.
it, like, this is, because like, it is still, well, I guess where we're at, it's still kind of, it is separate, but it's still like together.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It's
when I,
weird.
I'm like, Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think about that too. And I'm just like, that's great. Like to be so comfortable where it's like, even though it's your significant other's family, it's your family. Like,
Your
I mean,
family.
it probably it changes once you're married for sure. And like, we're both just dating now, right? So like, it definitely has to change once you're like actually married and like you have their last name or whatever. Like, it's gonna be
It's like
different, but
permanent. Hello, I'm not going anywhere.
yeah, it's like can't get rid of me.
Better learn to love me.
Yeah, but no, I thought about that too the other day. I was at work actually. It was a son-in-law calling for something for his mother-in-law, and I was like, that's so sweet. Like, you're calling for something for your mother-in-law. Like, it's not your mother, but you're like your mother-in-law. You're calling for something. Like, that's just so sweet. Like, what a good son-in-law or whatever. I don't know. I
No,
thought that was
that's
cute.
ideal.
I thought it was cute, but
Do you show like when you stay with John's family? Are you guys like touchy feely or like sit on opposite ends of the couch?
kind of like in between. Like John's definitely more of a PDA person than I am. Like I'm very like, I don't know, like John will whatever touch my butt, and I'm like, not in public. Like we're in
Oh my
public.
god.
Like, I honestly, I'm just like, I can't. Like so. John's definitely a PDA person, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
Not here.
yeah, like don't touch me. Like, not like in front of family. I mean, he'll try and be sneaky, but like, yeah, I'm definitely the one where it's like, be appropriate. But I think it's just the way I was raised too. Like, we come from friggin' Jess and I come from a very like not to say like nothing bad, but like we just come from a very religious town. Like,
When people ask me what my town was like growing up, my response is, have you seen the movie Footloose?
that's so good. I'm gonna
Because
use that.
that's not inaccurate. Like it was a dry town until 2011.
Yeah, like that's a long time. Like 2011 is not that long ago.
There's more churches than there are schools. So like it's
Yeah,
just like I just say Footloose and they're like, oh yeah, okay, that
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah, totally. And like it's not a bad thing. It's just that's just where we came from. Like it was a very like it's a very religious town. And so I think we just like grew up that way. Like obviously like PDA and like having a sleepover with a boy and like all that. Like, oh my word, we could have a whole nother episode on this. Maybe we'll just have to like branch off, but stay tuned. I don't know. We could get carried away on that topic forever.
That great
But
idea.
like it's just at least for like us now, like I'm definitely not a PDA person because of the way I was raised. And it's just like,
Absolutely.
not appropriate, like, but anyways.
Tyrone's mom said to me, I've never seen you guys kiss. And this was last year. We went back for Olivia's, like his sister's wedding.
Right.
And the photographer was taking like cute couple photos of us.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, like give her a little kiss. And like we both just kind of like looked at each other and we
Like,
froze. We were like, okay, like I'll send you the picture after. Like we were like,
yeah, dude. Really? Okay, so how are you guys like in front of like each other's families, like PDA?
nothing. Like not holding hands. We're not cuddling on the couch. We're not. And the thing is both our siblings were different. Like my sister and her boyfriends were always like touchy feely.
Really?
His younger siblings and their boyfriends or whatever, like husbands touchy feely.
Really?
Yeah, like we have never been that way.
Really? Okay, like we like hold hands in front of them and like cuddle on the couch or whatever, but like interesting. So like totally just not.
We've never been that way though in front of other people.
So like it's just family.
Yeah, just family essentially. Like
But
at
yeah,
home.
that totally that depends too, because yeah, we're definitely different in front of like friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, oh my word.
I would never dream of doing that.
No. Sorry, Revy was whining and I got distracted.
So PDA could have like so many different types of levels, like holding hands and like kissing and like cuddling.
Mhm.
Also the big like moment where you tell each other I love you and
those 3 words.
That moment. Ooh.
That's a big moment.
That is a huge moment.
That's like that defines where the relationship's at. Like that is like deciding factor, but we'll leave that for next episode. That's just a little teaser about what we're going to be talking about. How many times can I say about in a sentence? Jeez. A boot. Canadian, eh? You know.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We post every Monday. If you have any topic suggestions, you can reach us at
Caffeinated Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Caffeinated on Twitter. And if you want to watch our video recordings, sometimes we post them up there on our YouTube at Caffeinated and Confused. And then, you can follow us too. My socials are all at Kayla Shea. And you might as well follow Revy because, she's got her own TikTok too. I'm definitely one of those dog moms. So you can follow at Revy_the land shark because all she does is chew things and bite us. And then give Jess a follow at Jess Reimer with 2 R's on Insta because she's not on the TikTok trend yet, which we got to get her there because TikTok's amazing.
We're working on it. Okay, we'll chat with you guys next Monday. Bye.
Bye.